thinks of the early 1960s and its outstanding R&B vocal groups, the Jive Five is one group that is bound to come to mind. From Hart Street and Myrtle Avenue in the Bedford-Stuyvesant section of Brooklyn came five young men whose first recording on the Beltone record label in the spring of 1961 was to bring them lasting success. Eugene Pitt, lead, Jerome Hanna, first tenor, Richard Harris, second tenor, Thurman Prophet, baritone, and Norman Johnson, bass, comprised the original Jive Five. My True Story, released in May of 1961, hit the top 100. The Jive Five's second release of 1961, Never Never, met with moderate success. January of 1962 saw the Jive Five's third infallible recording, No Not Again, followed by their fourth recording and biggest hit, What Time Is It? The recording sessions continued for Beltone in 1962 to 63, producing such great Jive Five standards as These Golden Rings, Do You Hear Wedding Bells, The Girl with the Wind in Her Hair, and Hurry Back. Personnel changes took place with Spencer Smith joining the Jive Five in 1962 and Beatrice Best joining in 1963. In 1965, after signing with the United Artists label, the group hit national charts once again with I'm a Happy Man, an amazing feat considering this was a time when the charts were loaded with the likes of the British Invasion. More releases subsequently on the United Artists label, including another hit, A Bench in the Park. All their classic Beltone recordings were preserved on an album on the Relic label in the mid-70s. In 1984, the Jive Five were recording again, this time for CBS Records, the ambient sound label, which saw the release of an album. 2 years later, in 1986, there came the release of yet another album recorded for the Boston-based label Rounder Records. Still very popular and performing widely today, the current Jive Five makeup consists of original lead Eugene Pitt, along with Spencer Smith and Beatrice Best. On first tenor and bass since 1980 are Eugene's brothers, Frank and Herbert. Tonight, at the UGHA Hall of Fame Awards ceremony, we salute the Jive Five's makeup, as well as two other surviving original members, Billy Prophet and Richard Harris.
And now let's go to the video screen.
Never, 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 no, will I let you go. Never, 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 because I love you so, and you know, yes you know, you're the girl in my heart. Never, 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 please give your love to me. Never, never, never. I'm on my bending knees, and I know, yes I know, you're the girl in my heart. I've told you much your story and why I had to cry. You know names have been changed to protect you and I love you, darling. I love you so, and I'll never let you go. Never, never, please give your love to me. Never, never, never. I'm on my bending knees, and I know, yes I know, you're the girl in my heart. Never, never, never.
Ladies and gentlemen, back again. This is a group who have been, at so many different concerts. In fact, on this stage, it's great when you give a group you come so close to, and I know as all you people, and I have, they've been on a Symphony Space stage probably at least 6 times in the last couple of years. before I do bring them on and present them officially into UGHA's Hall of Fame, I'd like to bring, well, we could call him a local boy, coming from New Jersey. Grew up in the 50s singing all that street corner harmony. Now he's with the group, I think you heard of the group, Manhattan Transfer. You ever hear that group? Timmy Hauser? Tim Hauser, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, Tim. Such a pleasure having you here on this occasion. And you must have really enjoyed the Golden Gate Quartet, Harry Douglas and the Deep River Boys. Bring back some memories growing up?
I think the most appropriate word is overwhelmed. I was just thinking back when I got the newsletter. And
he's a UGHA member, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
My wife said, if there's one more earthquake like this, the other one, we're out of here. We're going back to New York. But, yeah, I always try to keep my membership up. When I got the newsletter, I realized that I was going to be in New York the weekend of this. And I was so excited, so I sent my money in to get my ticket. And when the ticket came back, there was a nice letter from you. Thank you. Asked me if I wanted to be a presenter, and I thought that was very nice. But it's just funny, you know, thinking back to that, just looking at the newsletter, that's one thing. But sitting in the audience and listening to the Golden Gate Quartet, I never thought in my lifetime I would ever see or hear the Golden Gate Quartet. I never thought that I would get that one. You know, I got a lot of them. I saw a lot of them, but I never thought I'd see that. And this is overwhelming to me, really.
You know, Tim, we thought it was impossible. I stood last year on Volume 3. I stood on this stage and I said, everybody said, well, what are you going to do now to beat this? And I says, well, our dreams are bringing the Golden Gate Quartet from France into this country and have them at the next Hall of Fame. And we did it. I didn't just do it. We had a lot of help, and it was wonderful, and we did it. And it's the greatest accomplishment I think UGHA has ever done. And something we'll remember for our lives. And someday I hope that groups like the Golden Gate Quartet can come back to America and make a living here and be able to tour this country and have people turn out to appreciate the roots of this music.
Yeah, we're lucky tonight to hear them. Very lucky.
Let's get to the Jive Five. What do you know about the Jive Five, Tim?
Well, I was thinking, what was I going to say? You know, when I came up here, and I remember I was 17 when the whole payola thing went down with Alan Freed, and that hurt me for a couple of reasons. When I started singing at 16, my first producer was Al Brown, and the two sides we cut with Al didn't get released, and then my second producer was a guy named Marty Foglia, and Marty was Alan Freed's sound engineer who had decided to start a small label, and he got a distribution deal with Laurie Records, and it was Cecilia Records. And I was in a group called the Criterions, and we made a record called, the first side that we put out was called I Remain Truly Yours. And
I remember.
now you can imagine being 17 years old, living in New Jersey, and Marty calls up and says, you want to come up to WABC and sit in when Alan does the show? I mean, come on, what would you think, you know? And I remember he used to eat Chef Boyardee spaghetti right out of the can while he was on the air. You know, I know. While he's banging on the telephone book, you know.
He wasn't Italian.
Huh?
He wasn't Italian.
No, he wasn't Italian, you know. I come to New York, I buy my sauce at Rayo's, you know. And
Okay.
so,
And you go to Vincent's?
Huh?
You still go to Vincent's?
no, I go to Sorrento
Oh,
up the
okay.
street, you know.
All right.
We went there last night. But anyway, so, and he was the first one to play our record in the air. And I, just like everybody, I loved him. I really did. And I didn't care that he was getting money to play records. Everybody was getting money to play records. And the fact of the matter was, as far as I was concerned as a kid, was when all that stuff was going on, the music was always better. And when that whole payola thing happened, but this is how it gets to the Jive Five. When the whole payola thing happened, and Alan Freed went off the air, I was so sad. I felt so bad. And then the music really deteriorated. After that, the stuff that came on the radio was awful, you know, and I thought, and that's when I thought, maybe it's over. You know, maybe this thing that I was into, because that's just how I related to it. Maybe this thing that I was into is finished. And here I am 18 now, and it's like, it's over, you know. All right, you know, and I was listening to some jazz stuff, and okay, but it made me feel bad. Then all of a sudden came this other resurgence. You know, I remember when The Wind came out by the Gestures and a lot of the a cappella groups. But when My True Story came out and became such a big hit, then I realized then that this kind of music, whatever you want to call it, I don't like to call it anything, I just like to listen to it and sing it, but I knew that it was never going to go away. I just felt that. I knew it was here to stay when I heard My True Story, and because they sang in such a classic style that really even went back 4, 5, 6, 7 years stylistically. You know, they're truly one of the great vocal groups. Who's going to call them up?
You know, it's amazing because that unique lead voice, Mr. Gene Pitt, he's got better. He's got better with age. Let's call out Gene first. Mr. Gene Pitt, ladies and gentlemen. Tim Hauser. I know you know Tim.
My pleasure.
Casey Spencer. Beatrice Best. Frank Pitt. Herb Pitt. And we're lucky enough to have a man who started at the beginning, Gene. Richard Harris. Where are you, Richard? Richard Harris. Come right up here, Mr. Harris. Okay, Christine? Gentlemen. He looks good. Jeez, he looks like a guy. Boy, these guys look good. They come up here, they haven't been singing for years. Wow. Hi, Richard. Great meeting you. Talk to you. This is Gene Pitt, and it says, United in Group Harmony Association Hall of Fame, 1994, Jive Five, original lead singer, Mr. Eugene Pitt. 1960 to present, in recognition of his contribution to rhythm and blues group harmony music, presented on this date at our 4th annual award ceremony. We have one for Richard. Casey, 1962. I heard it was 62. 63. Frank Pitt. And Herb Pitt since 1980. The Jive Five. UGHA's Hall of Fame, Jive Five. Would you like to say something? We're going to hold these for you. Gene, representing the group.
Thank you very much, Ronnie. Right here, I would like to bring to your attention, this group goes back a lot of years. And it's been a lot of years since I've been on stage with this young man here. Because I can remember when him and 2 other guys came to my door, a Mr. Billy Prophet and Norman Johnson, came to my door and asked me did I want to sing, in which I did because singing was something that I really enjoyed. And he took me to his house, and there I met the loveliest lady in the world, which was his mother, Miss Harris. Would you please stand? And it's been a lot of years since I've seen this lady, and I still love you. Thank you very much.
Richard, thank you for coming. Congratulations. Tim, was wonderful. Thank you, okay? Keep us informed where you're going to be when you come back.
Pardon?
Keep us informed where you guys are going to be when you come back to the cities.
I think sometime, maybe in the summer or the fall, after we do our album, we're going to go out and tour. So we should be around pretty soon. We can't wait to come back to New York.
Great. And someday he's going to come to UGHA and they're going to sing a cappella for you guys. Right? Thank you. Wonderful. Okay, we'll see you guys. Okay, who's next? Oh, you guys want to sing? We took their plaques away. They might as well sing before we give them back to you. He could sing with you. Sure, why not? What time is it? It's about 19 after 10, so we got to hurry up. No. Yeah.
All time we start. Listen to the clock. Listen to the clock.
What time is it? I've just got to know. What time is it? 3 more hours to go till I hold her in my arms and tell her that I want her for my own. What time is it? Tell me once again. What time is it? 2 more hours and then I will kiss her sweet lips while the magic of the moonlight makes her mine. And put my tie on. It's almost time. Listen to the clock. Listen to the clock. What time is it? 7 o'clock. Just 1 hour more. What time is it? 8 o'clock. Now I'm at her door and my heart, it's beating fast. The moment's here at last. What time is it? It's time for love. Richard Harris, thank you, my man. All right. That take you back a lot of years, hey fella, right?
Long time.
All right. How happy are you? You know, but I would like to dedicate this next song to my family. That's my sisters in that row over there.
I hear you say.
I have a few sisters.
That's a patch in them over there.
Well, out of the 10, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 sisters right over there. You know, you always make me a happy man.
Yeah. All right.
I'm a happy man. I'm a happy man. Whoa, 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 my baby. You look so good. Yeah, 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 my baby. Just like I knew you would tonight when we go out. Our people so proud, walking hand in hand down the lover's lane. And I love you, baby, yeah. I love you so. Whoa, 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 my baby, yeah. This you know, 'cause I'm a happy man. I'm a happy man. I'm a happy man. Yeah, baby, I'm a happy man. I'm a happy man. Come on now, let's sing the song. Sing it just one more time. And when we take our stroll, tonight if it's cold, we'll cuddle up close. And then I'll kiss you, baby, yeah. Be as one, yeah, yeah, yeah. I love my baby, yeah. We'll have such fun, 'cause I'm a happy man. I'm a happy man. I'm a happy man. Yeah, baby, I'm a happy man. I'm a happy man. Come on now, let's sing the song. Sing it just one more time. I'm a happy man. I'm a happy man. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm a happy man. I'm a happy man. Can't you see how happy I am? Yeah.
Come on, like this, New York, like this. Come on. Come on, one more time. Happy man, happy man, happy man. Like this. Happy man, happy man, happy man. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Happy man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let's hear one time for my long love brother Richard. We'd like to bring to your attention once again, we have another friend in the house that started back with us, but he was in another group. He was in the Carnations. Could we hear one time for Mr. Gill? All right. What you say? He wants you to know he's still celebrating his birthday.
This is my best buddy.
Right here, I'd like to take you back to the beginning. All the way back when the Jive Five recorded a record that went quite well for us. And it's because each and every one of you made it that way. When Joe Renee walked into the studio and counted off the band, he said, 1, 2. I know, Miss Harris, you're tired of hearing this song, but we want to sing it for you just one more time. And this is for you, Jackie, Evelyn, Emma, Maxine, Rashad, Shatik, and Barbara.
And everybody in the house.
Here we go.
That's Celeste.
A little thing entitled
Cry,
Cry. Whoa, whoa. Thank you.
cry, cry, cry.
Whoa, whoa. There is a story that I must tale of two lovers that I knew well. Now they must cry, cry, cry. Oh, their blues away. Cry, cry, their blues away. Her name was Sue, his name was Earl. His love was Lorraine. She's a wonderful girl, but they must cry, cry, cry. Oh, their blues away. Their blues away. Love will make you happy, and love will make you cry. Love will make the tears fall when your lover says goodbye. And then you cry, cry, whoa, your blues away. Your blues away. This story ends, it was no lie. Names have been changed to protect you and I. But we must cry, cry, cry. Oh, our blues away. Cry, cry, please, baby.
No more tears, no more tears, baby, baby, no more tears, baby, baby, no more tears, no more tears, no more tears, no more tears. I don't want to cry, but I just don't want to cry. I don't want to cry. I love you, baby, baby. I don't want to cry. So when I do this, I don't want to cry. No, I'm sick of crying. I don't want to cry.
Thank you, Mr. G. Jive Five. Jive Five. UGHA Hall of Fame. Jive Five. G-Pig. Jive Five.
Thank you very much. Bring it down some. And right here,
Thank you.
we have some friends that traveled all the way from Walpole. And you know I didn't forget you, Bobby. All right. But we would like to say, have a safe trip home and walk and drive on the safe side of the street. And for those of you that have a short way home, please walk on the safe side of the street, because we would like to see your face again. And for those of you that just want to sit and watch the rest of a great show, the Jive Five would like to say, good night, my love. Pleasant dreams. Sleep tight, my love. May tomorrow be sunny and bright.
So sunny
and bring you closer to me.
to me.
Before you go, there's just one thing I'd like to know. Is your love still warm for me? Or has it grown cold?
Has it gone cold?
But I just don't wanna cry no more, my baby. Baby, baby,
I'll be somewhere.
you know I love you, baby, baby.
I'll be somewhere.
I love you, baby.
Cry, cry, cry. I'll be somewhere.
Jive Five.
Cry, cry, cry.
Chief Pit and Jive Five.
Somewhere.
We love you. Hall of Fame.
No
Jive
more
Five.
tears. No more tears.
Jive Five. The Nutmegs. With little argument, it could be stated that the Nutmegs are a highly underrated group, highly overshadowed by the commercial success of certain other groups. Held with high regard by vocal harmony record collectors, the casual vintage vocal group listener generally recognizes their two local Northeast Coast hits, Story Untold and Ship of Love. Originating from the Elm Haven Projects in New Haven, Connecticut, the Liars, as they were first known, consisted of Leroy Griffin, James Griffin, James Tyson, Billy Emery, and Leroy McNeil. In 1953, the original version of Ship of Love was released through the local New Haven J&G record label by the Liars. By late 1954, they ventured to New York City and auditioned for Al Silver's Herald record label. Silver loved the group but did not care for their name, and thus the Nutmegs were born. Story Untold, back with Make Me Lose My Mind, was released in late March of 1955 and soon rose to #1 on Cashbox New York R&B charts. By June 4th, 1955, Story Untold entered Billboard's national R&B charts, peaking at #2. Their second release, Ship of Love, a remake of their first recording, also did quite well on both the New York and national R&B charts. The Nutmegs' hits ended there. Whispering Sorrows, Key to the Kingdom, and Coming Home, A Love So True, excellent releases, were lost in the competitiveness of the R&B recording industry during 56 and 57. At this time, baritone Billy Emery left the group and was replaced by James Sonny Washburn. Another group change was made in 1957 as the Rajas started recording for New Haven's small independent Click record label. Again, calling themselves the Nutmegs in 1959, the collector's favorite, Dream of Love, was recorded for the Tell label, and soon thereafter, Silver invited the group back to his Herald label. The Griffins' nephew, Harold James, joined the group in 1962 for their last Herald recording session. The early 60s saw the release of many great a cappella masters from circa 1957-58 on the Times Square label, geared to the first generation of R&B vocal group fans. The Nutmegs' great lead, Leroy Griffin, legendary bass, Leroy McNeil, as well as other original members, Billy Emery and James Coco Tyson, have passed away. Tonight, the Nutmegs are proudly inducted into the UGHA Hall of Fame, represented by original first tenor, James Sonny Griffin, and two other important members, James Sonny Washburn and Harold James. And now, let's go to the video and the Nutmegs.
Well, here in my heart there's a story untold of a girl who left me standing in the cold, and since she's been away, I've never had a happy day. I hope and I pray that she'll hear my plea, and maybe someday she'll come back to me. For here in my heart there's a story untold. But after all you said and done, you said we'd be as one. But darling, I found I was wrong. But what did you do right from the start? You made a fool of me and then you broke my heart. Well, I hope and I pray that you'll hear my plea, and maybe someday she'll come back to me. For here in my heart there's a story untold. A story
Beautiful dreamer, awaken to me. Starlight and dewdrops are waiting for thee. Gone are the cares of life's song. Beautiful dreamer, awaken to me. Beautiful dreamer, queen of my song. Listen while I woo thee with sweet melodies. Gone are the cares of all my life's song. Beautiful dreamer, awaken to me. Beautiful dreamer, awaken to me. Starlight and dewdrops are waiting for thee. Gone are the cares of all my life's song. Beautiful dreamer, wait unto Ship of love,
Ship of love
carries you from me.
You for me.
Oh, how I'll always love you
so.
for eternity.
Eternity.
Spend all of my nights by the lonely sea.
The lonely sea.
Just wondering, are you thinking
of me?
Are you thinking of me? Well, all of my nights are too lonely for dreams. I know you're never coming back. Oh, that's the way it seems. But I remember the night when your lips kissed mine. Darling, tell me why did you leave? Oh, my heart is aching, just for your love, sweetheart.
Your love, sweetheart.
And when you come back, darling,
Come back to me.
oh, we will never part.
Tom, why did you leave me? Please tell me why, sweetheart. You don't know, darling, how much you mean to me. Please come back and bring me happiness.
Heart is aching,
Heart is aching.
just for your love, sweetheart.
Your love, sweetheart.
And when you come back to me, darling,
Come back to me.
oh, we will never part.
Never, ever part. Ship of love. The ship of love. The ship of love.
Thank you. Whispering sorrow, please let me go. I'll sing tomorrow. At least I know you're crying.
What you're leading me to.
So dry your eyes and smile.
What you're leading me to.
Love cannot last forever.
What you're leading me to.
Let me see you smile.
Well, I wanna know what makes my head go round and round.
Our love has ended.
Yes, you.
Our love so true. I need you, darling.
Yes, you.
Oh, I love you. Gone is the time.
Yes, you.
When you were mine, I cried for you.
Well, I
I cry for you.
Oh, give me the key to the kingdom of your heart. Darling, say that we will never ever part. Open the door, say you'll be mine evermore. Hello, hello,
Hello.
please put my baby on the line.
Hello.
I haven't seen her for some time.
Hello.
Is something wrong? Is she alright? Well, please, please put my baby on the line. Hello,
Hello.
Your baby won't answer me.
Hello.
I don't know where she may be.
Hello.
Is something wrong? Is she alright?
please, please put my baby on the line. It's been a long, long time
Long time
since I've been with her. Oh, but now that she's gone,
girls gonna let
Lord, I don't know what to do. Hello, hello,
Hello.
please put my baby on the line.
Hello.
I haven't seen her for some time.
Hello.
Is something wrong? Is she alright? Well, please, please put my baby. Please put my baby. Oh, please put my baby on the line. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.